Gang, how y'all doing? It's Mula Teo here again. I'm on the way to work. Daily tasks, long ass drives. I live like an hour and some change from my job. And I figured, you know what? That's a decent amount of time to go ahead and tell y'all some shit, man. Like, I might as well go ahead and give y'all some knowledge while I'm out here. Because when I'm driving back to work, I'm thinking. That's all I'm doing. I'm damn near meditating on the way back. Every day I'm driving through Atlanta. And Atlanta traffic, top tier. Well, some of the first things I like to think when I first wake up and I come in my car, you know, I start that shit up. I do think about work a lot. I ain't gonna lie. About what I'm about to go do. I work at FedEx Ground. I'm a trainer. Most of the time, I'm still doing the same stuff I used to do as a package handler, which includes loading trucks all day, every day. And these packages come in various sizes. You got packages coming in that can be something like an envelope, or it could come in something like a dresser set. And it's like, the amount that you get, especially at the one I'm at one of the largest hubs in Georgia, in Kennesaw, we get everything. We get all the packages. We got so many things that come from Norcross and Texas alone. But one of the first things I like to do is I like to get into a peaceful mindset or a state of a higher vibration. It's very easy for us to think about all the negatives that we have to deal with on a daily basis and, you know, try to come up with some kind of solution. Like, that's usually what we're sitting here, you know, debating in our heads. How exactly are we going to solve our problems? What a lot of y'all don't realize is that after contemplating over these situations that I go through on a daily, I realized that some of the things I thought were problems actually weren't the true problems. They were just issues that arose from the true problem, right? For example, I would, as a package handler, I would complain all the time about being put to a truck, constantly having to be moved around to go help other people, especially when I'm running behind on my own work. And I know that me sitting back, having to help these people are only going to build up my end of the work too. But that's just kind of how they work things. They want to make sure that the more aptitude the worker, the more work they should have, I guess, to balance it out, whatever. But then I realized as a trainer, since I get to see more, that the problem was never the fact that I'm being put into trucks handling these boxes, because those were never the things that I found an issue with. I was never mad because I had to do the activity itself. I was mad at the way I was being managed. And it took me forever to realize that, because as a package handler, you kind of have these blindfolds on. And while you're in there doing your work, you're not necessarily thinking about what's going on outside of the truck. And I'm realizing that as a trainer now, doing the work is not the problem. When I go into work, my biggest issue is how it's being done. Some of these managers literally overwork some workers, and some of these managers don't work at all. Like, all you have to do is press buttons on a goddamn computer, send people to where they need to be. That's literally what it is to be a manager. You don't have to hop into the trucks. In fact, you're not supposed to hop into those. Even as a trainer, I'm not supposed to be. But the way it works in our system right now, and how everyone's trying to maximize the amount of physical labor they can get from one person, it sucks. It makes me not want to work any job. In fact, working this job has taught me a lot about our current state of America, especially since FedEx is tied to the economy. So I see a lot of what's going on before it even happens and while it's happening. Financial problems are problems that should be sitting there brooding over how you gonna get this money, right? If you have a stream of way of getting money, then the solution is to increase the amount of work you do while you're there. Maybe going more often. If that's not an option, then the next option is to find more work. Literally find another job that can add more income to what you're getting. Then the third solution, if you can't get another job, is to literally leave this job and find better work. Something that pays more. And those are pretty much what you're going to have to choose from. A lot of people will sit here thinking of all of these methods of getting money, right? When they need to be figuring out how they want to get money. Not just looking at, oh, this pays a lot and I'll figure it out. Because a lot of times y'all wouldn't even apply yourselves because it's applying to a job that you don't know how to do yet. And a lot of times that's scary in itself. But taking that leap is exactly what life is all about. You're going to be stuck in the same place if you're not moving. It's that simple. An object that's in motion stays in motion until something else stops it. And on top of that, an object would not be put into motion until there is a force acting upon it. That means you're stuck exactly where you are until you put the energy in to make a change. And it's that simple. So when it comes to financial problems, the solution is to make a change. It's to do something different. Because what you're doing right now is not earning you anything. And if it is, then what you complaining about when it comes to money? You need to be figuring out shit to fulfill you at that point. If you still got problems and money isn't one of them, then you need to sit down and relax. You got to start meditating, realizing what to be grateful for, because everything doesn't revolve around money, because it's just a medium for the things you want and need. And without that medium, you have virtually no way of getting it, especially in America. What gets me down is when I go there putting in all this energy and work just to come back home and not be able to buy anything that I need. That's terrible. And then on top of that, I can't even dream of beginning to make a savings because of the situations I'm in most of the time. I don't even ask for help at this point, but as long as I got my energy and weight about me, and I know that one true spirit is with me, I'm straight. But yeah, so I just wanted to go ahead and vent that a little bit to y'all. Maybe some of y'all needed to hear that. Maybe some of y'all don't want to hear that.